Happy Monday. Welcome to another edition of 3 Point Stands presented by Mountain Dew. Meghan, Triplett, John Roser here. Oh, you got the Mountain Dew Rise.
I love this. Mountain Dew Rise, new energy drink they have. Only 3 grams of sugar. So it's a very healthy, it's a much healthier energy drink. It's just like drinking 2 cups of coffee.
Okay, love it. Okay, so you have the energy. So you're probably going to, I need
25 calories, only 25 calories too.
That's good to know. I need you to feel me on this one because, this is my first day back from vacation and we got to talk about a lot. Let's start with the NBA Finals. The series now is 2-1 for the Bucks versus the Suns. The last time I talked to you, we didn't even know the 2 teams that was going to the NBA Finals. Now we do. The Suns take the first 2 games. You see a Bucks team who came out on Sunday in Milwaukee. The fans were electric. The moment was electric. Giannis was so amazing. He dominated. And then Jrue Holiday had a great third quarter. What's your stance on how you see how the series could very well play out moving forward?
Well, I didn't think it was over after game 2. There's this guy, it's his Twitter handle. It's a shot quality. And what they do is just do all the tracking and everything for the quality of shots you get. And based on that, how many points you actually should have scored or should not have scored. And it just based on shot quality on that alone, the Bucks actually should have won game 2 by like 10 points based on their quality of shots that they got. And they didn't, but Giannis was unbelievable in game 2. Then you come back in game 3 and then you get another amazing Giannis performance. That's the story, is he is looking like the transcendent player. It's like a modern day Shaquille O'Neal. It really is. Because I mean, he's like a center. He's like a point center. Like you can't do anything with that guy. And that's why Milwaukee has never been out of the series, even when they're down 0-2, is because as much as I like Chris Paul, and Chris Paul, I'd love to see him get his flowers and get his title. It'd be great for him. Giannis is the best player in the series. And when you've got the best guy, like you're always going to have that chance. And Giannis has by far been the best player in this series, these last 2 games. And Milwaukee's right back in it at 2-1. And I think they'll tie it at 2 also.
Yeah, especially because they're playing Milwaukee. I think they're going to tie it up. And for Phoenix, I'm still going with Phoenix for my pick. But you're not going to have Devin Booker not have a night like that again. I don't think. I think Devin Booker, to rely on him to be at 3 of 14 from the field just with 10 points from the game. He was a non-factor offensively in this game, and DeAndre Ayton cannot get into foul trouble. What we have learned is how valuable DeAndre Ayton is to this group. Chris Paul is valuable, but DeAndre Ayton, when he came out of that game, that third quarter due to foul trouble, you saw how the Suns group and then the Bucks just capitalized off that. I still want to see more from the Bucks, but the Bucks watching game 3, I was like, this is the Bucks that we have been waiting for. That moment to see Giannis be so dominant, like that, Jrue Holiday to come in and step in, for them to play team basketball. That's what we expected from them from the beginning of the playoffs. Now, can they do that moving forward? And can they get game 4? And who's going to be able to get a win on someone else's home court? That's now going to be the key. Can the Bucks go to Phoenix and get a win? And can Phoenix go to Milwaukee and get a win on the court? That's going to be the next question to see. So we'll see. Game 4 is on Wednesday night. So we got some days as we wait. Now let's move over from all the other weekend stuff that happened. I know Saturday was a big UFC fight. I saw it and followed along on Instagram. I did not watch because, I don't pay for anything. So let me know what you saw.
I didn't pay either. Chris Vernon paid. I went over to his house and watched it. I did offer him money for it. What I saw, there were a couple of guys in this, like Conor McGregor, obviously coming away is the big story. He's box office. Like, I mean, Justin Bieber was there. Donald Trump was there. Like
Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian have a little out station.
Yeah, they're tonguing each other. Mel Gibson was there. Haven't seen Mel Gibson in like 15 years, and like Mel Gibson was there. There were tons of each But that's the Conor McGregor power. Like he's box office. He will bring out the big A-list celebrities out to these events. And look, Dustin Poirier is just a better fighter. And Conor didn't get hit when he snapped his ankle. Whether or not when Poirier checked one of his leg kicks earlier, if that's actually when the fracture occurred, and then when he stepped back, that's when it really just totally broke in half. Who knows? But Poirier was the better fighter. Poirier was. McGregor came out in the first minute of the fight and was throwing punches, going hard, caught Poirier with one. But then once Poirier settled down in that first round, Poirier just started beating on him. And it was only a matter of time before Dustin Poirier was going to win that fight. I don't know if it's the end of the road for Conor as far as a fighter. It's certainly not that. But as far as him being an elite fighter and being able to fight with the best of the best, probably so. Poirier's just better. I don't think he'd beat Oliveira. But the UFC, one thing I know is they've got some guys that are young and are charismatic and can be fun. And the UFC needs to promote these guys. Sugar Sean O'Malley, this dude throws haymakers at people. He was playing basketball in the octagon. He was doing fake between the leg dribbles and then throwing punches at his opponent and drilling him. And this heavyweight who fought Greg Hardy, former Memphian. Obviously, he's had his issues, former NFL player. This guy's name's Bam Bam something. His nickname's Bam Bam. He's from Australia. This guy is amazing, charismatic, everything. This guy, when he wins, he pours beer in his shoe. He takes off his shoe, pours beer in it, and chugs it out of it. After he knocks out Greg Hardy, he's going down the railways, the entranceways, high-fiving fans. Fans are pouring beers into shoes, and he's chugging them out. The UFC needs to promote this guy. He was awesome.
Oh, okay. So all I
Bam Bam. Look him up. Look up UFC heavyweight Bam Bam. I can't remember his last name.
Okay, next one. Maybe I'll kick it with you and Vernon to get up to date. Because all I follow is who's dating who was in Vegas. Jay Cutler was there. People were a little kind of there's some questions about who he might be dating. That's what I'm here for, is for the Instagram stories and the outfits. The outfits and the fashion was amazing. It was cool to see everyone kind of party together. All right, for our last topic for the stands is the Euro Cup final. It was this weekend or over the weekend. Italy defeats England off of penalties. I know for both countries, there's so much built. There's so much momentum in this. To see it all go down the way it did.
It was crazy. England's never won the Euro Cup. Italy did not qualify for the last World Cup, but they have now been unbeaten in over 30 straight international matches. Italy has. You feel for the England players. The England goalkeeper deserved better. He made 2 amazing saves in that PK session and that extra PK session. And England basically did what a lot of teams will actually try to do this. Or they got up 1-0 early, and then they just try to sit on the lead. And it's they're getting up 1-0 2 minutes into the game. Mm. It's tough to sit on that lead for another 80, 90, whatever minutes. And they tried to, and then they end up losing in PKs. And the 3 guys who were subs for, I think they were subs for England. And the last guy, Saka, I think, 19 years old. Your heart goes out to him. Yeah. That's a tough spot. 19 years old. Hopefully he recovers from it. Some of these guys never do. It just is in their head constantly, but hopefully he's got a lot of talent. Hopefully he recovers from it. But congratulations to Italy. Congratulations to the Pope. Congratulations to Tony Soprano. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini. Congratulations to The Situation and DJ Pauly D and Snooki and all the Jersey Shore. The Italians bringing it home.
Yeah, and
to
then
Rome, bringing it home to Rome.
For all the mess that's happening, even after all this is happening, I was telling you before, Meghan Markle was trending on Twitter yesterday, and people are trying to blame Meghan Markle for all this.
Well, they find a way to blame her for anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Markle has told us some things before. We need to start listening, and I think we're seeing that happen now.
Well, that's kind of the thing these days, is blame Americans for everything, right? What we do, it's always America's fault.
Oh, geez, we love America because Olympics. This is my last 3-point stance with you. So enjoy. Have a great 3-point stance. I will be watching. I'll be covering the Olympics. I'm gone. But until then, always check us out every Monday with Roser and myself. See you then.